Every New Year's Eve the old couple woke up before sunrise just to call their son and book a visit home for the holiday because their daughter-in-law made a rule when their son got married. Whoever booked first got them for New Year's. Whichever side of the family called first won the holiday visit. But somehow the old couple lost every single year for 8 years straight. Mary missed her grandson badly, so this year she got up before 5 on New Year's Eve to call her son. But her son was still asleep and hung up before the old couple could even finish talking. The old couple had no choice but to keep waiting. They finally made it to 8 o'clock. Mary figured her son was awake by then, so she called him again. But this time her daughter-in-law answered and said her own parents already called to book the visit the second they woke up. Mary quickly explained they had already called at 5, but her son coldly cut her off and said 5 was too early and booking had not started yet, so that call did not count. Then her son hung up again. Hearing the dead tone completely broke Mary's heart. Losing once could be bad luck, but losing 8 years in a row, even an idiot would understand what was going on. Since their son hated coming home so much, they decided they did not need this son anymore. The next day Mary contacted a real estate agent. She planned to sell the house and move south with her husband, but then her son suddenly called out of nowhere. He said since the old couple was being so sincere, they decided to make an exception and come home this year. Their grandson was about to start elementary school, and the old couple's house happened to be in a great school district, so they wanted to transfer the house title while visiting. And since the wife's parents had raised the grandson all these years, to thank them properly, her son demanded Mary prepare a $50,000 cash gift immediately. Mary was furious hearing that. She asked why she should give her in-laws a cash gift. She had already spent over $1 million supporting them all these years, and this last $50,000 was their retirement money. She told her son to forget it. Then Mary hung up the phone. The daughter-in-law instantly got mad and demanded an explanation, but her son calmly told her not to worry because he had already linked his father's bank account to his phone. Half an hour later her husband suddenly got a payment alert. Their son used the last $50,000 in the account to buy his father-in-law a car. Mary immediately video called her son in rage. She demanded to know how they were supposed to survive after he took all their money, but her son just looked at her with pure disgust. He said his parents had pensions so they would never starve anyway, but his in-laws did not even have jobs. They worked hard their whole lives and deserved to enjoy retirement too. Besides, his parents owed them this anyway. If his wife had not given them a grandson, the family line would have ended. So what exactly were they complaining about? Seeing how shameless her son had become, Mary's husband was so furious he coughed up blood. Mary had no time to argue with her son anymore. She begged him to come back and take his father to the hospital, but her son said Mary never booked an appointment so he could not break the rules. Mary completely lost hope hearing that, and had no choice but to rush her husband to the hospital alone. Her husband's condition was critical and he needed surgery immediately, but the surgery required at least 2 family members present, so the doctor told Mary to call relatives right away. Desperate and out of options, Mary called her husband's former student James. Years ago the old couple pitted James because he was an orphan, so they secretly supported him for years. Now 10 years later James had become the CEO of New York Group. The moment James heard his teacher was in trouble, he canceled work and booked a flight overnight to the